Alright. What's up, everybody, and welcome back. We got MAXPAX to the bottom left side of the map playing for Storm Gaming. And in the orange, what the heck is he doing in orange? Shopify Rebellion's BYUN. I do not know why he's orange, guys. Maybe representing the Dutch today? I don't know, dude. Okay, this is going to be exciting. It's the Wardy Mondays semi-finals. These two go at each other, and they go at each other hard. MAXPAX sometimes just overwhelms and smothers BYUN with that insane multitasking Blink Stalker activity that he's known for. On the other hand, other times BYUN just spams, drops, gets in his face, finds the opening, and once that Stalker count starts getting knocked down, it just keeps on going down. Obviously, we're casting off a replay. You can see the players must have had a pause for a moment there when they were playing the game live, and that is all good. So yeah, as I was saying, the Stalkers keep getting... If they get sniped, man, it's a slippery slope. MAXPAX, for those who don't know, has reached a level recently where people are saying he's the greatest Protoss anyone's ever seen. In terms of mechanical skill level, like he's faster. His ability to deal with like Terran multiprong. There's someone the other day, they posted a Reddit thread and they said, you know, here's a series of MAXPAX just getting slaughtered by Clem. I'm really sad seeing MAXPAX just always lose to Clem. Like, what could he even do to possibly take even a map off him? Like, can you guys comment on these games? And I was kind of like, wait a second, isn't MAXPAX been like trading series pretty evenly with Clem? He's probably still behind. Someone actually linked up, hey, this is since the last patch. And actually, they've been 50-50 in series. I think it was 12 wins each. And most of those, of course, are in weekly cup finals where they regularly play, but a bunch of other ones as well. So, and that's a huge testament to MAXPAX skill level. The fact that in the last patch, he's actually been going 50-50 with Clem is huge. Now, you can argue about balance changes all you want, but I think when it comes to the balance council, and a lot of people have been saying, oh, you know, this is bad, that's bad, or whatever. At the end of the day, the goals of like making the top tier play balanced, I think that last patch actually was pretty clinical. I mean, I still want more changes to come in personally, and I'd love bigger changes. I always would. I've always been an advocate of bigger, more frequent changes over the last, 5 years since I changed my mind on that. I used to be a big fan of just leave the game as it is, don't change anything, let the game settle and just change maps. These days, I love more big changes. Problem being, of course, that Blizzard is a bit AFK at the helm, away from the keyboard, not really doing anything. So even when changes do get put in, it's always a big gap between fixing anything that breaks, adding the next update, and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, back to the point of this particular series. What? What? That is not what I was leading to, but okay. Okay, we're going to play a 3 command center build, hiding a command center on the right side. I guess there's a pretty low chance MAXPAX doesn't really have a reason to ever check over here. Personally, I'd go to the bottom right. Or the top right, because it's hard for them to punish even if they find it, and it's like, why would they ever check there? You might think, but what about the gold minerals? Who cares about 2 gold mineral patches? I don't think that really adds enough to really be worth it. Adept comes in, gets itself an SCV. So that's an SCV and a Reaper. Really nice catches so far. Second Adept, oh gosh. BYUN needs to fight with the SCVs and the Marines together. 4 Marines can take care of this, but 2 SCVs already going down. Oh, MAXPAX stands his ground. That was a mistake. Trading an Adept for a Marine, not a great trade there. The start of it was so good for him. And a second barracks comes in. Engineering bay before third barracks. My lord, the greed knows no bounds with this gentleman. Now, usually in this scenario, you want to start dropping mules on this base as soon as it's up. That way your main and natural get mined out much slower, so your safe bases last a lot longer. And it's just a fantastic way to play. Now, problem, he's got to deal with 4-gate blink, which I would say is a soft counter to a 3 command center into 3 barracks. 3 command center into 2 barracks before, and then engineering bay. Third barracks crazy late. I don't think you can defend this. I think MAXPAX is about to smack a nerd, guys. I think you get over there with a prism, you blink, up here or something, or you just overwhelm the front even, especially if he doesn't have a bunker, you might be able to just win this game. Now, BYUN's scouting is non-existent. He has no idea what he's up against. As far as he knows, this could be an oracle, which is why he's hiding a bunch of Marines in the main base. And that warp prism is coming. 4 gates are up, third gas coming down. MAXPAX likes to potentially take a third Nexus as well behind. As you can see, he's already set up to build a pylon behind here to see any like Widowmine drops or anything coming in from the back. Should be taking that in a second to make sure he can keep these Stalker warpins going. Already 4 Stalkers, about to be 6 on the front. Pylon goes down and Probe ready to take the third. Command center on the right side is there. Marines are fighting, using that Adept for high ground vision with the Shade. Very slick moves. Oh, that's really sick. He doesn't really care about losing the Adept. He's like, dude, if I can get damage, that's great. But oh, he loses a Stalker. Wasn't expecting those other Marines to come down, was he? And losing a Stalker is a little bit rough, but gets himself an SCV. BYUN! Why is this on the same hotkey as your other command centers, mate? No! I mean, that might give away that there's a base over there. You're never meant to put your proxy bases on the same hotkey, guys. You have to just go over there manually once in a while and queue up SCVs separately. Otherwise, you give away the position whenever you change your rally point. Stalkers are moving in the main. Very nice drop micro. 5 SCVs do go down. I don't think MAXPAX realized. A single SCV doesn't give that much away, right? Oh, Stalker's going to start taking the bunker out. Dude, he might get it. He might get it. Oh, no, the repair's good. Repair's good. Has to refocus on the SCVs. Good target fire. BYUN manually targeted the weak Stalker as it came back in. Really nice play. Depot goes down back in the main base. MAXPAX picking him apart. Has a third. Nexus coming up as well. Now, to be fair, MAXPAX didn't go for the kill. Parting or Hero would have killed BYUN by now, but he has not been able to. And the fact that BYUN is able to drop mules over here, keep up SCV production is pretty damn nice. Now, obviously, you can go ahead and put them all on the same hotkey, but then you're never allowed to change your rally point. You have to just manually change your workers. Either way, there has to be an adjustment to the normal way you do things to make this work. Plenty of Marauders in nearby with Stim. You cannot take that bunker out. He's going to keep trying to harass. That's a big Bioforce. Dude, BYUN's actually survived really well. I really thought this was a great opening choice for MAXPAX, but because he didn't go for the direct combat, went more for harassment, he's killed a few SCVs, which is what BYUN could absolutely afford to lose. BYUN, MAXPAX, not watching, he just lost another 3 Stalkers to go with the 2 that had already gone down. This is a good harassment, though. He will take out a few of these SCVs. He finds the right side, probe attacking a mule there. He does know what's happened now. He's realizing it's dawned on him. He's got to overwhelm this army. There's no medevacs out there. Prism does get in and get out. He should rotate back and drop in the main base. Yeah, he's going to go for it. Stalkers are out here. They get themselves a Marine. They almost get a Marauder, but look at that high ground micro. Nice move for BYUN, making it so MAXPAX can't hunt those units down. MAXPAX sends 4 Stalkers past. He goes after it. No concussive shells just yet. +1 armor and shields are both almost done. 4 Stalkers in the main base. He's going to try and stim a Marauder on top of it. Probably not enough to do that much. These Stalkers, one of them goes down. The rest moving in that right side. These other Stalkers coming in from behind. This is an absolute hot mess of a game right now, but this is where MAXPAX multitasking does shine, guys. Oh, does it though? Not today. Doesn't look like he's as on point as he sometimes is. He's losing so many Stalkers. Remember what I said about if you start losing Stalkers, it's a slippery slope. He does get an SCV on the way out. That's a total of 16 workers going down, but 9 Stalkers have died. He's taken out 17 Marines and 1 Marauder as well. Dude, BYUN's using the high ground so well. I can't believe BYUN's able to defend this position. This is amazing. Like, MAXPAX needs to break this, and he needs to do it right now before reinforcements arrive. He cannot dilly-dally. SCVs are being pulled. BYUN's going to try and stim. MAXPAX should focus fire. He's got more units coming from behind. Stalker drop over there. Forces a stim. He keeps on using that multi-prong. MAXPAX makes little mistakes constantly. And a lot of Protoss players panic when that happens and they freeze up and they stop multitasking. Not MAXPAX. MAXPAX was so in his face that his starport was still not finished. No medevacs out. And what a fun strategy for BYUN. A fun game all over. But let's be honest, guys. He should have taken this base. This base is stupid. The payoff of 2 extra gold patches is so minuscule compared to the safety of this base up here. BYUN was floating a lot of money as well because he just could not quite keep up with the insane multitasking of MAXPAX. This Prism taxed him so hard. Nice game 1 for MAXPAX. All right, guys, let's go. MAXPAX on the bottom right side of the map on Golden Aura. BYUN in the top left. This map's a pretty nice, straight up defensive map. I feel like it's pretty balanced, honestly, in this matchup. How do you feel, ladies and gentlemen, in your own games, not talking about pro play, do you think it's Terran favored, Protoss favored, or even? Everyone in Twitch chat, let me know. You guys can let me know in the comments as well. And I'm talking about your own games, not pro games, like your own feeling of the map. Because I feel like this map's very fair. But obviously it's a little different sometimes when you look at, you know, what pro players think, oh, it's so good for Protoss. It's just, you can't kill them. The push distance is too short. I think, yeah, push distance is too long, I mean. But like tanks down this ramp are really hard to deal with. But if you take this third base, the picking up and dropping the main is really brutal. So yeah, a few people say it's even. Not many people weighing in. I did say based on your own games. I forgot that StarCraft viewers don't play the game, do they? Sorry, I forgot StarCraft Reddit's in my chat today. The balance is unfair. Oh my god. When was the last time you played the game? And like they open their Battle.net account. It's like last logged in January 12th, 2011. You're like, what? The average StarCraft balance whiner. They're like, there's just so many Smurfs, it's ruined the game. I'm like, when's the last time you opened the game? They're like, 14 years ago. And you're like, okay. This is where that Chinese social justice system, whatever, what's it called? The social credit score? This is where this comes in. We're taking away your ability to speak publicly. Like we're going to... You know people get muted in games when they keep like telling people to get cancer and stuff like this? That's so going to be the future, right? Where people are like shouting into the void on social media, but like only other people who've had their view, like their voice muted, can hear them. It's going to be like, I don't get me wrong, there's very dark consequences. I'm not actually advocating for that, but sometimes I do kind of yearn for, no, you naughty little what are you doing? What is this? What the heck? Oh my god. What are you doing? I mean, in this case, there's a much bigger payoff. It's even more dangerous. It's even easier to scout because people regularly go check this tower because it just gives you vision of this side of the map. But it's a much bigger payoff. 6 gold minerals. And they would never expect you to do it 2 games in a row, right? And if you can predict, I mean, if I was to predict just on paper before the series started, I'd say, oh, MAXPAX is probably going to play Twilight again because that's like 9 games out of 10 for MAXPAX. But he's probably going to, oh, nice ambush for BYUN. Gets the Adept on the high ground. Nice ambush. I would say, oh, he's probably going to play 2 or 3 Gate Blink in the next game, especially on Golden Aura. There's no, he's not going to play 4 Gate Blink 2 games in a row. Like, I think MAXPAX is good at just like randomizing his build. The problem is, if you think about what randomizing your build really means, sometimes it means doing the same thing twice in a row. Like, you guys know how like Spotify's shuffle function doesn't actually shuffle songs. It just tries to play songs from different artists because that's what people think random means. It's kind of the same with picking your StarCraft strategy. You would rather have an actual random where, yeah, sometimes you do the same build twice in a row, right? Because that's actually hard to predict. Yeah, I always complain. There's a famous article years ago where the CEO did an interview and they were like, what are some challenges? He's like, well, it's interesting, you learn a lot. Like we put a truly random shuffle feature in because that's what we thought shuffle was supposed to do on a music app. And then we had endless complaints. We were inundated that it always plays songs from the same artists. It doesn't like alternate them properly. It's not actually random. And we realized that what most people think random is not random. It's an even distribution. Always, at all times. So we changed it to that. And now people stopped complaining and they love it. And they're like, oh, thank God it's actually random now. He's like, and we realized most people don't know what random means. But that's what people kind of want from shuffle. And maybe they're using their words wrong, but that's okay. Our job is to give the consumers what they want, And I was like, no, don't cave to the morons. But anyways, that is besides the point. It's a good randomization. It is 4 Gate Blink again, though. Oh, they've both randomized by doing the exact same build 2 games in a row. And to be fair, BYUN, this is not actually good randomizing. Do you know why? BYUN always does the same build 2, 3, 4 games in a row, right? BYUN's kind of famous for this. This build, though, you would never expect it. I think MAXPAX is absolutely calling his bluff. There are Marauders ready. If he keeps the bunker alive, bunker should not survive. Quick pull on the SCVs, but he didn't focus it. If he focused it, he could have got the bunker, but he didn't. And now MAXPAX, he drops a 3rd. He's going to try and pick him apart. Factory has started very late. 5 minutes. It's such a late factory, but of course, with a 3 command center build, it makes sense. You have to have it late in this scenario. Stalkers could focus fire. 3 SCVs now. He should realize what's happening. The problem now is because MAXPAX went for such an aggressive build, he should know, hey, this isn't a normal 3 racks. And he should immediately send a probe to that bottom left. But I don't think he's realized. I think he thinks this is a normal 3 racks, guys. I mean, it's a lot of Marine Marauder, right? So he's like, oh yeah, I mean, I guess he's just not stimming because he doesn't want to waste hit points. No, he didn't have stim ready until just now. Prism tries to go in, being defended very well. Dude, BYUN's actually defended so much better. And look at the payoff. Look at the payoff. Now, you might be wondering, why isn't he dropping mules there? Remember, mules do not mine faster on gold patches. So in this case, there's no reason to drop mules on the hidden base. Stalkers are going to find it, though. Stalker drop in the main, gets 2 SCVs, picks up, gets out. He's so good at that. Oh, man, is MAXPAX just going to 2-0 BYUN, guys? Dude. Oh, I mean, the supply is so far ahead. It's already paid off a bit. 6 SCVs in total. That includes the one that went down in the main. You don't want to lose these Stalkers, though. But, you know, they got Blink. They got Blink. They can do some stuff. The rest of the Stalkers, are they going to go to the bottom left or are they going to hit the middle? Oh, he's going to go into the middle. Because he knows that, like, forcing stims and stretching your opponent out, and so they have to focus on fighting the bottom left, the top right, all these different areas. This is the secret to success. Because there's no medevacs on the map, guys. He hasn't started building his first medevacs. They just started. Stalkers in the bottom. Nice micro, but that's a lot of Marauders. And the Marines actually buffer pretty well as well. Oh, BYUN. I mean, the problem is, once the stim's gone, BYUN's army is very damaged, but he gets so many Stalker kills, it's super worth it. You see, this is where he chases, but now you've got the high ground. And he can't chase you onto the high ground because you'll get the first shots off. Dude, this is actually... Is BYUN going to keep this base up? He's dropping mules there now as well because he's like, whatever, the jig's up. We might as well mule out there rather than the base that we're going to be able to hang on to long term. First medevac's coming, second engineering bay armory. He's going to go for the natural. But look at that. 2 Stalkers again, enough to 2-shot SCVs. Great move. Don't chase into the fog. No, MAXPAX, careful. I know it's not fog, it's grass, whatever. You guys know what I mean, the vision blocker. Another Stalker goes down. You got to be real careful. MAXPAX Observer should help him a lot here. Oh, another Stalker gets... Actually, those ones blink back. He dodged the shots there. He does have a battery. He's got a single sentry. Stalkers deny the mining. Third command center has to lift. It's 3 base against 2 base. 63 probes against 61 SCVs. But right now, MAXPAX mining is better. He's making a +1 upgrade in Immortal. 4 more gateways coming in. He's about to hit 8 gateways. He does have charge available. And remember, there's limited healing, so BYUN has to back away. You don't want to get jumped on by 10 charge lots when your army is already this damaged. He's going to back away, land that third on a more regular location. He's already got +1 armor in the way. Expect +2 weapons and a Ghost Academy coming soon. Medevac just got blinked on and sniped. Great trade for MAXPAX. Trading a Stalker for a medevac, Protoss will take that trade any day of the week. BYUN, though, does maintain the supply advantage, so MAXPAX has urgency on taking a 4th base. What a fun series this is, guys. Observer just got scanned. BYUN's really good at that. Remember, guys, I've asked BYUN in the past what his graphic settings were. Does he zoom in, zoom out? How does he see the observers? He said he doesn't really zoom in, zoom out much. Occasionally he'll do it, but he doesn't really know how. He just has learned how to spot them well. That's essentially... He was like, oh, I don't know. Because there was a game he played against MAXPAX, I remember way back on, I think it was Ancient Cistern, where he killed 14 observers, and it was always like the instant it came into vision of his Marine Marauder, he just like would scan it. He'd always notice the shimmer. At this point, we've lost 12 Stalkers. We need damage. Oh, yeah, good D, good D. Loses maybe 1 SCV there. More Zealots coming from the natural. Stalkers on the front. Got to be careful, mate. Force fields on that ramp could be brutal, though. Ooh, BYUN doesn't take the bait. He pulls back, gets a sentry as well. Oh, this is so good. He's going to get an Immortal. The Immortal goes down as well. MAXPAX getting ravaged. Zealots are in the 3rd base and the natural, though, and he goes back in the main. Oh, gosh, BYUN's economy's wrecked. BYUN's economy's wrecked. He needs to win this fight. And his army's overstimmed. It's overstimmed. He gets a battery. He's going to take out the pylon potentially as well. No, he doesn't. Oh, the Colossus. Careful. No. You got to get out of there, BYUN. The Zealots kill 23 SCVs. 3rd base mining is gone. This hero Zealot has got 8 kills, 9 kills. Make it 10. 10 kills before that Zealot goes down. And the economy now for MAXPAX is absolutely soaring. BYUN has an army advantage, but he doesn't have much else. He's building a 4th command center. He does have a Viking building, so we can finally get rid of this prison, which... Is that an A move? No, he's told it to drop. He's queued it up to drop there. And he should just be picking up and getting out. He's got to recall that prison. That Viking's going to shut you down soon. Now, MAXPAX has such a bigger income, but his army needs time to catch up. Given time, MAXPAX will win, because BYUN's going to take so long to rebuild his income. But it's going to take a little bit. Zealot goes in, gets cleaned up. BYUN's really defending very well. And as that Viking comes forward, how quick is the recall? Very quick. I think he spotted it. Or he anticipated it. Another Stalker goes down in the front. No stim there for BYUN. BYUN is down to 3 medevacs. He has 2 more building. He desperately needs them. He's got 29 Marauders and 21 Marines. The 17 Zealots are huge. I also love the Zealot counterattacks. I think they're going to be really great. But a 3 Zealot counterattack against 3 Widow Mines, BYUN's on point. A few more Zealots around the north could also be good into the natural. There are 2 Colossus out. 3rd one's about to pop. Extended Thermal Lances there. +1 weapons. +2 weapons will not be done. Neither will the +1 armor on that 2nd forge in the main base. 5th Nexus does go down as well. So MAXPAX is getting all the pieces for the longer game. Problem, he's still down 30 army supply. He needs to catch up. 40 army supply, actually, is closer to... It's 35 or 40. Guardian Shield's good. Don't go too far out, though. He's trying to bait the stims. I think more sentries actually is what wins you this game. This is a good fight for MAXPAX, though. Dude, MAXPAX looking really good right now. I love the way he's kind of just wearing him down. He's like, stim, you know you want to stim. I know you don't have enough healing. Come on, stim, Mr. Terran player. You know you want to stim, silly Terran player. trying to bait him. Just trying to bait him, getting a few hits off. BYUN's being patient. He does have a 4th command center rebuild. He's back to 56 workers. 3 more SCVs are building at a time. He's got +3 weapons on his first eBay. Hasn't found the money for the +2 armor just yet. That's all right. Dark Shrine, 2nd Robo. Ooh, I like the army split. Because you're really good at fighting in one area. I don't know if MAXPAX has enough to split his army. Beautiful split. Beautiful split for BYUN. Gets a few shield batteries with the building, a pylon, a nexus. Zealot's going to try and deal with it, but now Stalkers in the top right being left on their own. EMP, which means no Guardian Shield or Force Fields. Beautiful EMP. Oh my gosh, no battery overcharge because the battery's exposed at the front. It just gets shot down immediately. Zealot run by gets in. They're killing a lot of SCVs, but he's taking even more damage. BYUN splitting the army, actually finding a narrow margin here. Dude, is he going to be able to kill MAXPAX? I think he's got him. Because he's killing so much army by splitting the army at that moment. MAXPAX just didn't have enough observers. He was so intimidated by the Marauder mass, he couldn't quite hang on. 3rd Nexus trying to rebuild. Yes, the 4th Nexus is still alive. The probe count's still good, but MAXPAX is down 5,000 resources in the units lost. And I think that also, a lot of that fight might have been before +1 armor kicked in. So now the upgrades are even, but BYUN found the window to do the damage. He's got a decent income back up, probably better than the Protoss since he just killed so many Nexus. Indeed it is. Catches a bunch of Stalkers in the top right side of the map as well. These Stalkers should be able to get out now, but dude, MAXPAX, what's he got? 4 Stalkers, 3 Dark Templar, 3 Colossus. The Dark Templar need to be game changers right now. He's going to send a Dark Templar in the main, the natural, and the 4th base. Stalkers in the north blinking. This is going to really stretch BYUN's multitasking abilities. Dark Templars into multiple mineral lines, guys. Main, natural, and 4th, as we said. 11 SCVs have gone down there. BYUN needs to get the damage done right now because those Dark Templar are shredding him. Oh, he just attacked his own SCV in the main. He scanned and stimmed, but he clicked on his own SCV. That Dark Templar will go down. The one in the main just survived the scan, killed a Marauder, got on out of there. Stalker's blinking on this army. He's going to doom drop the main base. Dude, MAXPAX might still have this. MAXPAX might still have this. The Dark Templar comeback. BYUN just doesn't have the units at home. He doesn't have the scans either. The drop in the main, though, is doing big damage. Gateways are going down. There's 10 gates up. Oh, he's got to pick up and get out. That's a very low hit point. Medevac there. Viking going down to the Stalkers. Low ground redrop, though. Really nice. Attacks on the left as well. Oh, MAXPAX economy is getting shredded. On the other hand, the Dark Templar are still alive. They're not going to be going down to that scan either, are they? Okay, barely. BYUN finally cleans up the Dark Templar. New one coming in right now. But getting all 3 Dark Templar for 1 scan is a game changer. If those Dark Templar were still alive, he'd be screwed. He does have a turret on the Planetary in the 4th, which is still mining as well. Let's check the income. Income is still pretty close to even. The 4th Nexus still alive for MAXPAX, but is mining very low as his 3rd base went down one more time. Dark Templar does get cleaned up by the next one. These DTs continuing to come in here. One at a time, finding the damage after more damage. BYUN, he's still got his army split on the front, but they're waiting to heal right now. He's got a turret out front, the natural, and a turret on the 4th. So the Dark Templar, this is the only real base where they can get work done anymore. So the Dark Templar's kind of moment in this game is up, right? They did big damage. They've kept MAXPAX alive somehow in this desperate situation. Scan comes up, that one gets cleared. Needing more ghosts. Ghosts are also a budget way of using detection because you can EMP the Dark Templar, the observers, to reveal them. Stalkers could try to blink on this, but there's only a few. He's got 5 sentries right now. Does MAXPAX. He's going to try and take down the Medevacs, but of course, you focus those Stalkers. It's great value for BYUN. Ghosts and Marauders are falling. The EMPs on the sentries are huge, though. Now you don't have any energy, and now BYUN might look for that frontal fight. Dark Templar does see the army coming, not to mention the Zealot on the Watchtower. MAXPAX never rebuilt his 3rd base. His income sucks right now. He's down 500 minerals a minute, and not to mention, remember the units lost tab. He's still down 6,000 overall resources lost. MAXPAX down 25 army supply. He's going to try and fight it, but the sentries have no energy. It's 4 Colossus and an Immortal. Warp Prism Micro is legit, though. Oh my lord, that Warp Prism Micro picking up and saving all of those units. Did he keep the Immortal? Okay, the Immortal went down, but all 4 Colossus survived. Great fight for MAXPAX, but also good pullback for BYUN. If he stayed any longer, he would have lost so many more units. And this is still a much better income for BYUN. He's got +3 armor coming in. He's going to be 3-3 against a Protoss that's been arrested on 2-1 upgrades for such a long time. And MAXPAX has decided, I'm not winning a longer game. We have to go all in. Oh god, MAXPAX. Oh, he doesn't quite blink in time. There's more Widow Mines where that came from as well. Observer does come forward. He's going to try and start to clear these Widow Mines. The Colossus getting some very good value there. There's only 3 Vikings out. These Colossus need the perfect fight. If he can avoid the MPs and get good force fields, I kind of believe he's down about 18 army supply. Colossus shaving off units. They don't do big damage to the Marauders. Observer does go down. Went too close to the turret. Colossus takes big damage. Oh, the Marauders tried to focus it. Oh, the EMPs are big on those sentries. I mean, the force fields delay the fight, but look at that. Vikings get a Colossus. Huge snap. Huge snap. Stalkers do take out the Vikings, but now there's no meat left. There's no meat and potatoes left. New Zealot Warpin's coming to the left, but it's not ready in time. Marauder flank is coming. Those Colossus are looking like juicy targets for these Marauders. He does manage to save one with the Warp Prison pickup. MAXPAX Micro is legit, but BYUN has the numbers, and the wall of Protoss is crumbling, even as these extra Zealots come in. Actually, all that army supply is medevacs right now, but it's just enough. 10 medevacs, just enough Marauders to get through. What a chaotic game 2. BYUN, 2 games in a row, goes for the corner third CC. If he does it in game 3, it's actually a terrible choice, but I actually love that he got away with this in game 2. Wow, what a fun series this has been. MAXPAX now on the top right side. He's gone 4-gate blink twice in a row. BYUN's gone 3cc in the corner 2 games in a row. This is where, yeah, you take a third CC hidden on their gold base, guys. No, just kidding. If you were going to hide one, normally people hide it, I guess, either bottom right or top left. Bottom right's probably the least likely to get scouted because, you know, you got to mine open the minerals to even get down there. And BYUN is going to do a Macarax by the looks of it. He's going to build a barracks just outside his base. So he's just going to build that over here somewhere. Depot finishes and he hides it there. Okay, cool. So... oh! 2-Rax Reaper, but why? But why? I don't like 2-Rax Reaper versus Protoss. What is the point of 2-Rax Reaper versus Protoss at home? This leads into a nice 2-on-1 follow-up. It's not that big a commitment, but it feels like a massive commitment. And if MAXPAX doesn't scout, or maybe even if he does scout, maybe he overreacts because he thinks it's Marauder proxy. But MAXPAX always expands, even versus Marauder proxy. So unless MAXPAX has changed his response, because this looks like a Marauder proxy, but it's actually 2-Rax Reaper. Okay, I totally see how this works. If MAXPAX has changed his response to 1 base, which he hasn't, he's still going for the Nexus, then this makes sense, because you can force an over response. Like MAXPAX might take double gas, second pylon. I know a lot of players, like Classic, will not expand versus double proxy Marauder. He will go second gas, Stargate, second pylon, just play 1 base, delay his expansion, because he's worried about the Marauders. But look at this. He sees it, and you know there's no add-on, so oh, it's just a Reaper outside the base into command center. So he comes back, he's like, I know you've built a command center. He still doesn't know about the second barracks, and that's what's going to surprise him. But then he goes, wait a second, where's your command center? It's not on the natural, it's not here. And at this point, you're going, is there a factory hidden? Is there a second barracks? What are you up to, BYUN? So MAXPAX has no doubt kind of got his cogs spinning in his brain a little bit. He's going to send a Zealot around. That's going to be a nice fact-finding mission to see what's going on. And he will have Adepts out easily in time to defend. The question is, if the Reapers can catch, say, the first Adept and kill it for free, they might be able to then, you know, snowball a little bit and get a few probes, especially if you don't have any shield batteries or the like. Adepts are going to attack forward. Zealot is going to come in. I mean, Zealot should be easy pickings for the Reapers, right? He's got a Reaper coming back, and I guess a defensive 2-Rax Reaper could work out. Command center is not that delayed, about 30 seconds behind a normal command center, maybe 35 seconds. Reapers are going to get themselves a Zealot. The Adept should go home. So notice the Adept is just shading backwards because he's like, yeah, I can't actually, BYUN's not bad enough to lose a Reaper. Just get a hit off and then get out of there. Now you can try to hold the Watchtower with 2 Adepts, but one of them's already taken a lot of damage. Oh, he gets one. Oh, he's getting kills. Oh, BYUN's getting wrecked on this tower, guys. Oh my lord, oh gosh. Oh gosh. The anticlimax. Well, that was a banger series. It had an anticlimactic finish, but like I said, I show you guys good games, I show you special builds, and I show you surprising games. GG, well played, MAXPAX. That was a barn burner. If you didn't run the Reapers into the Watchtower, this was perfectly fine. But running into the Watchtower was just a bit of a silly move, and he got punished hardcore. GG, well played. MAXPAX wins the semis and goes to the finals of the Wardy Monday Cup.